Bud Crawford is not good at defense. Errol Spence is really good at defense, and I know it gets overlooked a lot, but Errol Spence blocks a lot of shots. Terence Bud Crawford does not have good defense with
Okay,
his
who's
feet
better?
or his arms or his shoulders or his
Feet?
or his head
What?
or moving his head
What?
off the line.
Man, dude, Crawford has some of the best footwork in boxing.
Where
Are
you
you
been at?
serious right now? Are you
No,
serious
he
right now?
does not. I be watching
What?
Crawford feet all the time, brother. No,
Okay,
he
so who have better feet, Spence or Crawford?
I think Spence has better feet than Crawford. If he get in there with Spence and think he gonna get and think that he's gonna let Spence do that to him, let Spence hit him so that he can wait for a punch, he gonna be waking up off the ground thinking that he shouldn't have did that. He actually did not look the same. His reflexes were not there. His eye and hand coordination was not there. His legs were not there. And neither was his footwork. Was not there. His punching power was not there. That was not the same Errol Spence that all of us were accustomed to seeing.
Y'all see that? That man's still a clown, been a clown, constantly exposing himself. Manager Marty exposed himself so bad the other day for being a hypocrite. All you can do is laugh, man. A lot of these Spence fans, man, they just clowns, man. I don't know what else to say at this point. I done made countless videos on this topic, and it's still an ongoing subject. They still trying to say that Terence Crawford was on steroids. You go to the comment section, all the comments on Manager Marty channel, Boxingoutlet, all these clown Spence fan base channels are just saying like the snack program works. The snack program was effective. Terence Crawford had to take snack to go there. They don't even know what snack is, man. This ain't no magic pill that give you skills overnight. This is not a steroid company. It's literally just a supplement brand that sponsors fighters. That's it, man. They get money for wearing the logo on their trunks, and they get free VITA testing. They ain't got to pay for VITA. That's it, man. I don't know how hard that is. But the main thing is, man, Manager Marty had a video recently within the past week, and on the title it said Terence Crawford and Devin Haney both refused 365 enrollment or 365 testing. But when you actually listen to what Victor Conte said, he said Errol Spence.
I offered this to Spence. I offered this to Haney. I offered this to Crawford.
I offered this to Spence. I offered this to Haney. I offered this to Crawford.
I could not get now. Understand that when I'm making this offer to them, they already have fights and they're already enrolled in VITA testing at that time.
Terence Crawford and Devin Haney didn't want the 365 testing. Errol Spence was the first name he said, but conveniently in Manager Marty's title, he left Errol Spence's name out of the title. You see what I'm saying? These are the type of people that have these platforms and these YouTube channels. That's why you can't follow everybody, man, because everybody is not a boxing fan. A lot of these guys are just biased. He intentionally left Spence's name out of the title to try to mislead his subscribers and mislead anybody who clicks on the video, try to make it like Devin Haney and Terence Crawford are cheaters. And see what I'm saying? He did that intentionally. This dude, a snake, man, you know, just trying to slander another man, tear another man down simply for winning the fight. Now, what I find ironic is if Errol Spence had won the fight July 29th, we wouldn't hear shit about no steroids. We wouldn't be hearing about Snack. We wouldn't be hearing about Victor Conte, none of these conspiracy theories. All we'd be hearing is Errol Spence is the superior fighter. We told you so. Terence Crawford was overrated. Terence Crawford hadn't fought nobody. He was too little. We told you he was going to get hurt. Errol Spence was just the better fighter. But in hindsight, Errol Spence lost the fight, and they can't say the same thing about Terence Crawford. They cannot say he was just the better fighter. If you don't want to admit that he's the more skilled fighter, or the superior boxer with the higher ring IQ, can you at least just say that Terence Crawford was the better man that night? On July 29th, the better man won that night. Damn, can you say that? No, you can't. Instead, you have to say Terence Crawford was on steroids. Errol Spence had brain damage. Errol Spence was high. Errol Spence was drugged. Errol Spence wasn't the same after the car wreck. Errol Spence fought like that because he had a long layoff. Something wasn't right about Errol Spence. Spence was off. Spence was weight drained. Spence ribs were broken. Spence has altitude sickness. Terence Crawford gloves were loaded. These Spence fans just sound like, they sound like lunatics at this point. They can't even pick one excuse and stay with it. They got a multitude of excuses. They don't know which excuse they want to go with. Every day it's a different one. Today, he was weight drained. Tomorrow, we're going to go back with brain damage. Friday, Terence Crawford gloves were loaded. Monday, Spence was high. Next week, we're going to say he was weight drained again. Next Friday, we're going to say his ribs were broken. They don't know what they want to go with, man. They just pulling stuff out their ass at this point. And it's funny because if Spence loses the rematch, these people going to be on suicide watch. Like, I don't know what else to say, man. Manager Marty was the main guy saying Terence Crawford had worse footwork than Errol Spence. Spence had better defense. Like, bro, do you even watch these guys fight? He said Spence has better defense, better footwork, faster feet. Really? He said all this stuff before the fight. Immediately after the fight, he started posting videos saying that Terence Crawford's performance was suspicious. Really? Did you watch any of his fights before the Errol Spence fight? Terence Crawford literally was stopping everybody. Since 2016, only one guy has made it all 12 rounds against him. But what he did to Spence was suspicious? What? What are you talking about? Since 2014, in the past 10 years, only 3 people have made it the distance with him. What are you talking about, Manager Marty? Do you watch boxing, bro? What's going on, bro? It's just crazy, man. His performance had to be suspicious only because Spence lost. Wow. And, it's crazy because they don't have this same energy towards Caleb Plant, who's with Snac. I don't remember them saying this about Shawn Porter. Hell, he was with Snac. Errol Spence fought Shawn Porter. Wasn't nobody crying about Shawn Porter being with Snac. Nobody said Shawn Porter was cheating. Nobody said anything about Mikey Garcia being with Snac when Errol Spence whooped his ass. So what it's looking like, this Snac conspiracy theory doesn't apply to anybody with Snac and never has. It was specifically made because Errol Spence lost. That's it. If he had beat the shit out of Terence Crawford, none of his fan base would be screaming Snac, Snac, Snac. They wouldn't be saying nothing. It's literally because Errol Spence lost. So if he loses the rematch again, I don't know what these people are going to say. Manager Marty, D-Town Boxing, the Boxing Outlet, Boxing Ego, none of them are going to say Terence Crawford is just better, man. We admit it now. He won the rematch. They're not going to do that. It's just going to be Spence was washed up, Spence is past his prime, and Bud's still cheating. That's all it is, man. Manager Marty is a joke. The man don't manage nothing, bruh, at all. Still exposing himself, bringing in Victor Conte on his channel for views to try to push this narrative more and more. And I'm going to just keep exposing these fools, man. You know what I'm saying? Where was this energy for Jerron Boots Ennis? Y'all ain't call him no cheater when he was getting all them knockouts last year and in 2022 when Jerron Boots Ennis signed with Snac January 2022, almost 2 years ago now. Didn't nobody say nothing about Boots being with Snac. Y'all love Boots, huh? Yeah, that shit crazy, man. Mario Barrios, Hector Garcia, Ivan Redcatch, Jared Anderson, Booboo Andrade, all these people with Snac. But y'all got a problem with Terence Crawford all of a sudden. And right before I go, the last thing I want to talk about, I keep seeing the fans saying Terence Crawford all of a sudden started hitting hard when he fought Errol Spence. He never hit that hard before. He was hurting him with a jab. Bro, really? Did you fools not see what he did to Kell Brook with a jab? Like, did you even watch any fights before the Errol Spence fight with Terence Crawford? Him going to southpaw and hurting people with a jab is nothing new, man. It wasn't just a jab. That was his power hand. That was a power shot. That wasn't a regular jab. He had his dominant hand in the front, fool. That one, man, come on, man. Anyways, man, I just had to expose this, man. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. We got regular boxing content coming right now. We just exposing these clowns. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.